Motivation. We've all heard the popular expression, mind over matter. Well, this is faith over matter. Matter of fact, this is faith over everything. This is the spirit of motivation. See, God places the seed of motivation into each and every one of our lives. And our vision is conceived through the cultivation of that seed. But it's up to us to nurture it and mold it into what God designed it to be. Motivation. The most prolific driving force behind our deepest passions. Motivation will open up doors you can't begin to fathom or imagine. Motivation. It's that seed of inspiration that fuels us to operate beyond the threshold of our own powers. Motivation will allow us to tap into a boundless source of endless potential and deathless possibilities. Motivation. It's that intangible substance that propels us beyond the limits of human aptitude. But so many of us are still trusting and believing in the wrong ability, putting our hope, faith, and desires in the hands of our own abilities. But when it's all said and done, my success will not be based on a question of human capability, but a divine illustration of faith's ability. Motivation. It defies all properties of can't do or too hard. It believes that the impossible only exists because we allow it to. And when used correctly, motivation can be a mighty tool of empowerment, a dynamic instrument of perseverance, provoking us to tear down the walls of shallow limitations, bust down the barriers of preconceived reservations, destroying every yoke of self-doubt, shaking off the paralyzing chains of unbelief, forcing our spirits to keep going, nudging our souls to keep pressing, even when our body is telling us to stop, even when our mind is telling us to quit. Motivation is that eternal fire that keeps our spiritual flame lit, even when human logic sees no feasible way out. What the world sees as a stumbling block, motivation sees as a divine stepping stone. That same snare the enemy planned to trip you up with, motivation will transform into an anointed footstool of grace. That thing the devil instructed to kill us will constructively build us when our backs are nailed to the wall. Motivation is that thing that makes us come out swinging, inspiring us not only to push the boundaries of what we thought was impossible, but create new boundaries with every conquered obstacles, challenging the prohibitive margins of conventional wisdom and thinking. Not only is failure not even a remote option, but failure cannot cohesively exist where any measure of faith resides. Motivation, the destination where hope and faith collide. Our distress and our success are uniquely intertwined. Any temporary suffering will be a distant memory to all the glory God is revealing through the inner workings of our most painful adversity. I serve a God who can make my worst situations work for me. Nothing or no one will compromise the direction of my path. This isn't some gimmicky pipe dream. This isn't some random hobby or trending fad. But this is my divine calling. This is a way of life, the purpose that connects me to my divine worth. The reason God manufactured me from birth. I am a spiritual offspring of the one true King. I am in tune with my royal roots. I am walking in the sovereign authority of my God-given truth. I was engineered for this specific assignment, and when God co-signs it, no man can block or decline it. See, this type of promise was sown into the fabric of my spiritual DNA. That's why I can't lose. That's why no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper, no matter the opposition. The battle is already won. This is a win-win proposition. Come what may, I will overcome whatever happens to come my way. My circumstances will not destroy, break, or confine me, dictate, control, or define me. They can't deny me. My steps are ordered by the spiritual architect who perfectly crafted and designed me. Motivation. That inner voice that causes us to dig deeper, keep climbing, remain focused, keep grinding. If one door closes, we'll keep seeking. If they raise the bar, we'll keep reaching, relentlessly pursuing our passions without ceasing. even in the face of our biggest giants. I'm reminded of David and Goliath. So if it's truly yours, be bold and claim it, because God will never deliver you a vision without the tools to sustain it. See, I'm empowered by God's will and not my willpower. And that's the true definition of real power. This is much deeper than me, deeper than the physical eyes can see. They tell me that faith is the substance of things hoped for. And I'm hoping for bigger and better. Blessings so large that my own mind can fully process or even begin to understand. Destined for greatness, this is the documented revelations of God's plan, equipped with a purpose and built to outlast anything this world can possibly throw at me. They often ask me, why? Why do you grind so much? Why do you work all day? Why do you run so hard? And my reply, simple. Because I'm chasing my calling, running after my legacy, and racing towards the path of my divine destiny. I'm no longer chasing my glory, but I'm running to make His known. And that's my motivation. Proudly introducing Synergy Total Holistic Health and Wellness by Crystal Denise Hadnott. By the way, go by the name of Dubb Fresh. Let's get it. Motivation.